What's going on, YouTube community? It's your boy YfgmBlogTv coming straight out of Cincinnati, Ohio. So, the Carolina Panthers are no longer undefeated. They was defeated by the Atlanta Falcons. And what can I say, man? The Atlanta Falcons, they came to play. Out of all the games I saw from the Atlanta Falcons, I believe this was probably the best game that they have played. The way the defense was playing, the offense was aggressive. Matt Ryan was looking great. Julio Jones dominated the game. And the Carolina Panthers, I'm not going to say they didn't come into this game, thinking that they can just cakewalk through the Atlanta Falcons, but I knew that it was going to be different because they got embarrassed, the Falcons in Carolina. So I figured, it was going to be a better game. But I did have the Panthers winning this game and playing well. But hey, it didn't happen. Cam Newton, he was pretty much pressured a lot this game. He was pressured on 30% of his dropbacks, the second highest pressure rate of the season, and he was 3 from 9 passing for 31 yards when he was pressured. So the defense was getting at him. He did some good things still, but also, Ted Ginn Jr., for some reason, it seemed like when he got kind of taken out of the game, what I mean was the defender was pretty much on him very well. It was a different team. Because usually you see Ted Ginn Jr., he getting them big catches down the field, scoring touchdowns. Well, it wasn't like that this game. But even with that said, the Panthers, they still had a chance to win. It's just the Atlanta Falcons defense pressured Cam Newton and forced the turnover to end the game. Now the Atlanta Falcons, they did some bonehead things because, let's be honest, when they got the ball back, when it was like a minute or something left, the game should have been over. But, they allowed the Carolina Panthers to have another opportunity to pretty much try to tie the game. Now, this is, I believe, the first time in a while that the Carolina Panthers, they didn't get over 400 something total yards, because usually they average like 420 total yards. They only had 268 total yards. So the Atlanta Falcons defense, great job. Now, the Panthers, this is their first loss, so now they can just focus on bigger things. I believe they still have an opportunity to once they go and play Tampa Bay to get home field outright. But of course, the Arizona Cardinals, they're going to have to lose their games too, because if they win, they will still have an opportunity to be the #1 seed. So we just have to see how that play out next week. But yeah, man, Carolina Panthers, now they can just focus on bigger things. They can still focus on, you know, getting, keeping the '1 seed, or they may rest their players. But now the pressure is off of them trying to go undefeated. They can just focus, go out there and play football, regroup themselves, focus on the bigger pictures, which is the Super Bowl. Of course, they want to get home field advantage, but getting to the Super Bowl is the #1 thing. Because, like I told people, even if they would have went undefeated, it wouldn't have meant that they were going to make it to the Super Bowl. So I'd rather have some losses. Like I say all the time, I'd rather have some losses, and then, if we do make it to the Super Bowl and lose, okay. But going undefeated, and then let's say you do get to the Super Bowl and you lose, you're gonna really feel fucking terrible, you know. But anyway, final score of this game was 20-13. I still feel like Cam Newton will probably be the MVP. He didn't put up crazy numbers, but he also, he didn't turn the ball over too much. So you guys tell me what you thought about this game, man. Comment, subscribe, favorite, like, share. Check out my previous videos. Hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and all those social media sites. I'm out, y'all. Deuces.